Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction for those who are listening to this replay. My name is Catherine. I am the podcast host of Chakras and Cusswords podcast. I concentrate on everything centered around the chakra system, the tarot system, the love for astrology. I am considering myself an alchemist and a astrologer and a chakra coach, but I just don't like titles, really. Like, titles are like so, I'm just here, right? And I'm here to share my horoscopes with you guys for this full moon in Aquarius. So this is going to be a pretty quick little recording, quick room. It's just to get you guys leveled on the full moon in Aquarius. So the full moon in Aquarius is really going to feel like some people might have some obstacles. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. The full moon in Aquarius is kind of hit with some major transits. Yes, we do have some major transits going on today that are really kind of, depending on where you're at in your chart and where you're at in your life, it's really going to kind of have that different effect on different people. So we have the full moon in Aquarius, which is all about finding that essence of integrating who you really are and bringing that illumination out. We're going to want to leave those toxic friend circles. We're going to say goodbye to the frenemies. We're going to say goodbye to the people who are judging us. We really want to be in the essence that people see our true selves, our real selves, and really have that development where we are taking it on to a new energy for our interpersonal, right? This is all about our interpersonal style, our uniqueness. This is almost like a revolution of ourselves. And we're going to really hold that space sacred to us. And we're going to really hold that space in a area where we're not going to let people change it. We're not going to let people judge us. And we're going to really be living in our free, authentic spiritual essence. For many of us, I'll go through the zodiacs in a little bit, but we also might be feeling some energy of some new romances kind of brewing. And we're going to want to feel this strength where we're going to want to take some more steps towards maybe building a relationship if we are centered in that space. And that's because we have Venus enters Leo as well. So this energy is all about kind of taking those bold, brave, and first moves with the relationship. Also, if your relationship has kind of been struggling, you're going to kind of want to address that. This isn't a time to just let it not be communicated about. And for those who know, Leo is the ruler of the heart. And we're really going to embrace that trust, that compassion, and also that area of feeling aligned in our love, right? Feeling loved in our Venus house, right? Our love house, our love for love, and really feeling aligned with that. We're also probably going to feel a little frustrated, definitely with this energy that is coming away. We also have the sun in Leo squares Uranus in Taurus, which might be kind of giving us that spontaneous area of change where we're going to want to we're getting sick and tired of like being in like this plateau. If you're kind of somebody who's feeling like you're in a plateau, and you kind of like want to do this like I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this area, right? So some of us might feel that energy, but also what we have with the Taurus and also happening today is Mars in Taurus sextiles Neptune in Pisces. And this again is really going to bring on that romance, that energy of, almost like that energy of the spiritual soulmate, like that energy of the spiritual sense of the physical, mental, and mind. We're really going to, if we are, in a relationship, relationship, this is going to be the time that we're going to really explore our dreams with our partner. We're going to explore that essence of what's next to come. Where are we at in our dreams? Where are we at in our stability? Where are we at in our foundation? And kind of take it on to the next level, especially with this Venus enters Leo and this Mars in Taurus sextile in Neptune. It's no room to be submissive, or there's no room to be quiet in how we're really feeling about our fantasies and intentions with the person in our lives. Like, we're going to want to explore that area and really bring it on to the next level. Let them see our true self as we have this full moon in Aquarius coming around. So for the horoscopes, I just want to say that this is an amazing time. If you are centered in knowing your birth chart, I always recommend with a full moon, you're going to want to listen to your sun sign, your rising sign, and also your moon sign. So if you know all three of those signs, pay close attention to them. This full moon energy is going to last us for about 2 days. We're really going to be centered in that area of self and self-care and our unique self. And then also, if you love to do your full moon rituals, you got some days to do them. So I'm going to go through these zodiacs in lightning fast reading, like I always say. So pay close attention. You can always listen to the replay, rewind it if you want to hear all three. So for the Aquarius, it's all about you. You're going to really let them see who you are, see your area. We're going to want to let go of the ego and be centered in our higher self. For the Aquarius, expect big compliments right now, right? But we don't want to be in our ego self. We want to be in our presence. We want to be in our ability to grow and our ability to lead. So really step into that purpose for the Aquarius. Also for the Capricorn, it's going to be time for you to really look at what is it that you would like to collect? What is it that you would like to receive? If this is belongings, if this is objects, if this is relationships, look at where do they hold value with you. Also, this is a perfect time for you to start to save. If you are in the area of saving, you're going to want to fill your penny jar and really put that area forward. For this Sagittarius, this is a beautiful time for you to communicate how you feel with your friends. If you've been missing out, it's time to create some of those social events. It's also a good time to really talk to the people in your family. Get together. Try, if you can't get out, then try to have a good conversation. Also, make sure you are really having that area of social activity. It is a good time for the Sagittarius to really be working on their throat chakra and also being able to communicate. For the Scorpio, this is time that you really pay essence to your house, right? You have your identity fully aligned with you. And if you're feeling like your roots are there and they're strong, I want you to take that presence into the home. Make your home really feel like that area that feels safe, feels like it has that foundation. Also feel like you want to be there, right? For the Scorpio, this isn't a time for you to be like super flighty and wanting to do a whole bunch of things outside of the home. Like, it's really a good time for you to create that essence where you love the background, you love the area of the atmosphere that you're in. For the Libra, this is a perfect time for you to step into your childlike state. You're going to want to establish where you are with your creativity. This is a perfect time if you are going to do a ritual where you do maybe intuitive painting. Maybe you create some journals that have a little bit more of that essence of play and pleasure. Also bring it around to the people in your relationships, especially with the Libra, as we have the Venus enters Leo, where you're going to want to speak up about where it is that you want to bring that pleasure into the relationship. Maybe it's doing more trips, maybe it's going on more dates, or maybe it's just spending more time at home. Definitely bring up where it is that you feel the most centered in your relationship with the passion and also with the pleasure. For the Virgo, this is a perfect time for you to look at the daily practices that you're having. And if these daily practices aren't serving you in the most beneficial way. Like, let's say you've been thinking about, and I'm going to say something as normal and mundane as your daily Starbucks, right? You go Starbucks, you get your Starbucks drinking, you're kind of like realizing like, hey, all these Starbucks are really starting to add up, right? Maybe financially, maybe also personally, sometimes those things have like tons of calories and you're like, whoa, I really feel like I want to give up this habit. So this is like a perfect time for you to release it. It's also a perfect time for you to bring in new routines. So maybe you kind of been slacking on your mirror magic, right? You aren't saying those beautiful affirmations in the mirror to yourself like you used to, like the Virgo goddess should, or God, if there's any male Virgos in the house, hey. And remember, I said, uh, where we're at in our energy has nothing to do with gender. So if you are feeling that feminine energy and you haven't really been saying your beautiful mirror magic, you haven't been doing your affirmations, this is a perfect time to pick that routine back up. For the Leo, this is an amazing time for you to look at your partnerships and your collaborations. So if you are centered in the coaching space, if you are centered in the workspace, if you are centered in the area where you are working with others, remember that this is a perfect time for you to really bring up that communication, really bring up those contracts. Do your due diligence at looking at them. And then also, if it's not feeling aligned with you, you're going to have to release them, especially if you've been in a contract or a space that hasn't, it's just not working out. It's really time that you get truthful with this and live in that space. For the Cancer, this is all about that passion. This is all about that Mars and Taurus, Neptune and Pisces energy. We're really going to bring that area of intimacy, sexuality, and spaces into our space, into our atmosphere with our loved ones, with the ones that we feel the most aligned with. So if that means that you're talking about something that feels a little risk taking, right? Let's say you want to invest. Let's say you want to buy something, or you want to put your money or your areas of passion really into a certain space that might seem a little bold, right? Might seem a little spontaneous to others. For the Cancer, this is the perfect time that you address it and you also release those fears that are surrounding it and you start to bring that up. Also for the Cancer, before you do any of that intention work, we're going to want to release the limiting self-beliefs. For the Gemini, this is a perfect time for you to pick up on your higher wisdom. You're going to want to enroll in courses, education, also look at where you might travel and opportunities of expansion. For the Gemini, you're going to want to have your trait, your beautiful communication and mind really start to work for it. You're going to want to bring that area towards you. If it means enrolling in a course, like I said, that you keep thinking about, but you aren't actually doing it, this is the time that you create the first step. For the Taurus, this is all about the time that you are in your area of achievement. You're really going to want to look at that area of success, where you see your success. And remember, success isn't technically items. It isn't necessarily material aspects. This is your personal success. This is your personal legacy. This is your personal self, your interpersonal area of success. Where do you see that success? If you already feel like you have reached it as far as you can, then look and see how you can let the others in your collective, in your family, reach that success as well. Remember, if we all grow together as a collective, we will all be successful. So as the Taurus, really step in that foundation, that area of roots, and look at the success. Remember, this is a perfect time if you are a parent as a Taurus. We're going to want to create that alignment in a downward path where it picks up the ones that are learning from us, that we are guiding. Excuse me. For the Aries, This is a perfect time for you to look at your networks. Also for your collective, you're going to really want to be centered in what it is that you want to bring forward. If that's relatives, if that is community, if you are a coach, you're going to want to bring that area towards your collective. You're going to want to create for them. This is a perfect time for you to set intentions with your community and create that abundance around for other people to receive as well. Remember, it's not about just giving energy, it's also about receiving energy. And for the Pisces, it's time that you look into the secrets, release, and areas of space. And this is a time for you to set meditation. This is also a time for you to set purpose, and also a time for you to set that area of higher self. So I want to thank everybody who jumped into this room, who listened to the 12 Zodiac horoscopes for the full moon in Aquarius happening tonight. Remember to give me some love. Follow me on Instagram. I do tons of astrology on the gram. Also, check out my website, chakrascusswords.com, and my podcast, Chakras and Cusswords. And I actually have a new podcast out with my friend Gigi Diaz, and we were talking about reducing burnout as we chase success. So everybody have an amazing day. Bye.